We just docked in Sitka. We're about to get off the ship and pick up our shuttle to downtown. Then we have a Viator tour. I will show you all of that here.
Valerie, Kyle Travel Channel.
After our cruise, so at the very end, I asked everyone which port did everyone like the best? What was your favorite thing? And we all agreed that we absolutely loved Sitka. So we went to Juneau, we went to Victoria, we went to Ketchikan, we went to Sitka. We all had the best time, and I would attribute that to the tour that we did through Viator. That made the trip for us. Sitka was absolutely fantastic. We got to be up close to a lot of things that we didn't even know that we wanted to be up close to. So I'll show you the tour here in a little bit. Right now, what we're doing is hopping on the bus. When we get to the Sitka port, Royal Caribbean sent email after email after email saying, hey, make sure you schedule your tickets. Schedule your tickets. It's a free shuttle and it is run by Sitka. It's not run by Royal Caribbean. So they say make sure you schedule a time so that you can go from the port to downtown. It's like a 10-minute bus ride and they leave every 15 minutes or so. So when we got those, Kyle went on right away. Our tour was at noon, and so we ended up scheduling for like 9:30 to give ourselves 2.5 hours to walk around, see the town. Plenty of time to get on the shuttle. They said have your barcode ready or have your thing ready to show them. We actually didn't need to. There's plenty of spots on the bus. Maybe it is just the earlier times where you have to get somewhere at a specific time where it is maybe a little bit more difficult to get a spot if you have to go into the line with no reservations. They do have that. So if you don't make one or forget or whatever happens, you can go in the no reservation line and then just wait for your spot. It was very easy. It was very organized. I was impressed with the way they had everything set up. Talking about the shuttle. So the 10 minutes there, our shuttle driver is just kind of being a tour guide. He's telling us about Sitka. He's telling us about the area, different things that you can do. He recommended a food truck, which we actually went to, and it was delicious. He was really great. It was like a mini tour all in itself. We're going to pop over to another place I saw when we were on the shuttle, and I had to go. I had to go. On the bus, on the way in, he gave us kind of a mini tour, and he was like, oh, there's some Hawaiian donuts, Malasadas, and it is the same place we went to in Hawaii. So we're walking back up that way. It's a couple blocks from where he dropped us off. We're gonna get some Malasadas for breakfast. They are just so delicious. If you get the chance, grab some.
I think it's right there because I remember going through the donuts at the
Thank God. Steve, are you so excited for donuts?
No, not anymore.
Why?
Huh?
Why are you not excited?
Yes, I'm so thrilled to have a donut on Sitka with my daughter-in-law. I can't stand it. I'll probably never have a donut that is so good and worth walking 10 goddamn miles for in my life.
YouTube is gonna love you. I'm so excited. Malasadas. Yum. If this is your first time seeing the malasadas, make sure you get the Li Hing, which is a sweet and sour plum sugar. It is delicious. It is delicious. I absolutely love these. I'll get them every time I see them. I can't stop. I made everybody walk here for breakfast.
Guys.
Thank you. Oh my God, they look so good.
Where the hell is the filling?
Oh God.
Whoa.
So like Ketchikan and Juneau, the downtown areas are so easy to navigate. They'll have little maps that you can grab. This one had a bunch of different things that you could see. We went to a church. We did walk around and kind of do some touristy shopping. We also, like you saw, got some malasadas. We went to the food truck that's coming up next. It was just a really wonderful day. And we learned later on that since May, and it's currently July when we're in Alaska, since May, they had only had 10 days that were as nice as the day that we had, where it was a little bit cloudy at first, but then it was really, really beautiful. The perfect weather, no rain. We just had an absolutely fantastic day weather-wise and tour-wise. There's the Russian church. They said you'll know it because you'll see the top and it's very distinct. This is in downtown. It's so easy, again, to walk around. It's such a small downtown, which is kind of my favorite thing. I love to catch a can because it's so small. Sitka, it's super easy to walk around. Really, really pretty. St. Michael's Cathedral. So it is a Russian Orthodox church built in 1844 to 1848, destroyed by a fire in January of 1966. They salvaged religious objects and they do have them in there. It's very pretty. It's very much like almost a religious museum. And some of the things are just the silver books, the silver chalices, absolutely beautiful. We just walked around downtown for a little bit, like an hour or two. We are headed to the Thai Alaska Kitchen. She's from Thailand, he's from Alaska, and they do some wonderful flavor combinations. It is sunny and beautiful today in Sitka. We just had lunch at Thai Alaska Kitchen. They have a little taster size, which has the perfect amount of food for a light lunch. We got the king salmon and the halibut. Kyle actually liked the halibut better. I like the salmon better. And there was a coconut curry sauce with it that was absolutely delicious. This was recommended by our shuttle driver. So we gave it a try and I would do it again. The reason we all chose Sitka as our favorite stop was 100% because of our tour guide. His name was Sid. He gave us a fantastic tour. He lives in Sitka. His mom lives in Sitka. He had pictures he was showing us of like bears in his mom's yard and telling us about his experience. There's really nothing better than having a tour guide who knows the area, who lives it every single day. So the tour does list 3 different stops. So there's the Totem Park or the Totem Museum. There's the Fortress of the Bear and the Alaska Raptor Center. So we didn't necessarily go in that order. We actually went to Totem Park first. We got the absolute best surprise, something that I didn't know I even needed until we were standing in front of the water with the salmon spawning. I didn't know that we were going to get that level of a tour. I thought we were going to go to a museum. We're going to go see the Fortress of the Bears. We're going to go see the eagles. Nope. So when we got to Totem Park, we actually kind of walked along a path. Our tour guide, he said, okay, there's a viewing bridge right over there where you can see the salmon spawning. We're going to skip that. I'm taking you to a spot that I know of. He's having us try spruce tips, salmonberries. He's showing us all the different things that we don't even know we need to know about until we're there.
Another thing that they make a lot of products out of, they make jam, they make beer, they make ice cream, are these spruce tips. These are kind of bloomed. When they're just being budded, they're a lot closer together and a lot juicier. They actually have a really good taste. We'll try to come across one of these trees that still has some that are budding, and you can try them. This is going to be a salmonberry, which is in the raspberry family. They call them salmonberries because they look like salmon eggs. Bears love them, and they're really, really tasty. Go ahead and try it. It's good if anybody wants it.
Here's the salmonberry. This is the malasada that we had. I got it. He said we could try it. It's pretty good. This is
the salmonberries?
the salmonberry. I collected it for Kyle. What's it taste like?
It's sweet. That was the best one we had.
Really?
The other ones were much more tart.
Yeah.
Maybe more like a raspberry.
Yeah.
This one is not very sour at all.
Oh. And then we cut over just in between some trees toward the water. And you walk up to it and you're just looking, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, those are all salmon. The darker colored part of the water, salmon. Just so many swimming upstream. He told us about the different salmon. He told us about the life cycle. He told us about the salmon spawning. It was absolutely one of the coolest things. And we were just a couple feet from thousands of salmon, which had we been up at the bridge, we would have missed all of that. Here's Kyle.
There's a big guy.
Kyle.
Fish.
Salmon. That is why we go on tours and we don't always try to just kind of do it ourselves, right? Sometimes it's okay, but new places where it's our first time and we want to learn about the place, it was absolutely awesome. At the Totem Museum, you do get to see original totems. They have totems that are newer. We walked through the museum and Sid had actually told us stories about different things we would see in the museum, which really highlighted the importance of the area, the importance of the native people. So after Totem Park, then we went to Fortress of the Bear. So when I read some reviews, almost all of them were good. There was one that said, I just saw a bunch of animals in cages, which in my head, I was like, oh, that's sad. I wonder what it's going to be like. So you go and you do have, I think they have 8 bears and they were all rescued as bear cubs. I learned so much on this tour about the bear laws in Alaska, different stories that they were telling, different reasons the bears were rescued. There's about 8 of them in the enclosure, and you do get there, you go in as a group, and then you can look at, multiple different areas. There's the brown bears, and there's some black bears there too. You see eagles everywhere. It was so good, so educational, but also really interesting. The Raptor Center. This was awesome. It was awesome. We got to be so close to bald eagles that they can't fly anymore, so they're being cared for there. And then there's one, her name is Rain. I'm going to show you her here. I just fell in love with her being a couple feet away from an eagle when they're doing a call. It's just a one of a kind experience, honestly. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the Raptor Center in a minute. Here's Rain. She was one of the best parts about the Raptor Center. I loved her.
And they're yelling back. Crazy looking in the damn mouth.
What you're listening to right now is called a territorial cackle. Rain here sees some other bald eagles up there building a nest, probably over in that tree, and she's telling them to get out of this area. She sees all of this area as her territory and her space, and all the eagles she sees over there are potential rivals and competition for resources.
I mean, how crazy is that, right? Standing just a couple feet away from her enclosure. So with the Raptor Center, there are a handful of birds, different types of birds that live there permanently because they cannot fly. There are a handful of enclosures, owls, eagles, different things. And then there is a total separate area where they have a lot of eagles in different stages. Some of them were babies, some of them were more adults that got injured, and some, kind of teenagers that don't look like a bald eagle quite yet. They're in rehabilitation. They will be released to the wild. So the entire purpose of this whole Raptor Center is to rescue eagles, to rehabilitate them, and then also care for ones that are unable to fly and would not be able to function should they be released. This was so cool. This entire tour was amazing. I think the salmon spawning, didn't know we were going to do that. Wild. Seeing the bears up close, amazing. Seeing the totem poles, they're beautiful and massive. Seeing the eagle up close, I could not have asked for a better tour. This made Sitka our favorite port. So our small group of 11 people in our tour van, after we were done at the Raptor Center, he was like, hey, do you guys want to go grab a beer at a local brewery? So he took us to the brewery. We sat around, grabbed a beer. There were some drinks brewed with the spruce tips. I got one. And then he gave the group a decision. He said, do you guys want to go back to downtown and then catch the shuttle back? Or I'll just take you to the cruise port. No big deal. And everybody, the 2 groups that were on there, we were like, oh yeah, like we were going to head back to the cruise port anyway. So he just drove us, dropped us off right at the cruise port. We didn't even need to worry about the shuttle to go back. If you get the chance in Sitka to do this tour, I hope you get Sid. I think you'll absolutely have a great time. I'm going to put in the notes below how much we spent on everything. We did get some cash back, I think, through Viator. So it was definitely worth the money that we paid. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. And today, I actually have 2 videos coming out. So if you watch this one, make sure you pop over and watch the Catch a Can video because we went to the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show, and we had some king crab. King crab. I'm dying to go back. I need more king crab in my life that is caught fresh and served as fresh as it possibly can be. Make sure you watch that video. That was our most expensive cruise port by far. Most expensive, all because of the fresh king crab. The next couple videos are going to be Juneau. I'm going to talk about the whale watching tour we did. We stopped in Victoria, so I'm going to talk about the ghost tour and the miniature museum there. We did anything and everything we could on this cruise, and I hope you enjoy. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next trip.
I'm going now back to home. Goodbye, 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 everybody, goodbye.